Welcome back. It is day 3. Day 2 was pretty chill, so I'm just gonna blend that in with day 3. Actually, we didn't really see anything except for Russo and Steele on day 2. But look who we're with. This scumbag right here. Look at that. Did you bring?
It's about him, not me.
Yeah, no. Bro, we're cool. We're cool. We're actually gonna do a rally.
Gatorades right here.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna do a drive now down 17 Mile. We have a bunch of really cool cars that we're gonna be shooting with. Starting with this beautiful 997 with a roof rack. Road trip status right there. We got some nice 996s. We got an Atlas Gray 997 that's supercharged, 4-liter GT3, Z3M, and an M3 sedan. We also have an Aventador joining us and a Pista. So this should be fun.
Right here.
Not bad, huh? This guy here hooked it up. Basically, wait, so what is it you said? You gotta believe it what?
You gotta believe it more than he does.
Exactly. The security guard was very perplexed as to how we were gonna fit 18 cars in one house, but that doesn't matter.
No, when he said how big, he said big.
Yeah, he did. He's like, how big is the house? Big. It's very big. It's a house in Pebble Beach. I mean, how big? I mean,
that was the best answer, dude. How big? Big.
How many rooms? Like 14 rooms. He's like, well,
you work here, you know how big.
He's like, oh, well, I happen to be a security guard and a real estate agent, and I have never seen a house with 14 rooms here. So that is wrong. But yeah, so we were able to sneak in, and some of them had to pay the toll, but the main camera car did not. So that was pretty clutch. So shout out these guys here for looking it up, man.
You gotta slow down, you gotta catch up.
Oh, he's struggling right now. I wanna have him pass us. There he goes. Ricer flyby! Ricer flyby! Bro, Ricky's treating this like Isle of Man. Look at that.
Yo, look at this, bro. This is like insane.
Bro, he's brave. That tire pressure is low, man.
It's the fact that he's doing it with flip-flops on too, dude. It's pretty funny.
That's like, he's got some, he's picking up some speed. We're going what? 30? He's getting speed wobbles, bro. That thing is pinned. All right, so in continuation with day 3, we are now at Werks with Drew and with the crew. Werks is basically a Porsche only event, and it is fantastic. So immediately after walking in, we've been greeted by this amazing 993. It's a narrow body, but it's still an amazingly executed RS tribute. It's got TE37s, Brembo 6-piston fronts, got some carbon fiber on the lip right there. Then the entire RS wing is actual carbon fiber. You can see the top, and I'm not sure if you can pick it up on camera, but the paint, you can still see the weave underneath the paint. Inside, you have a 996 3-spoke steering wheel, 996 shifter, and then the Recaro Club Sport buckets in leather with RS door cards as well. really well put together car. Oh, I was walking around this it's Polar Silver, right? This Polar Silver 993. And I mean, obviously it's modified, you know, it's got a phenomenal build behind it, and we've been walking around it for a little bit. Then you notice this little sticker right here, Pfister Sport Exhaust Modifications. And if you know anything about air-cooled Porsches, you know that Pfister makes some fantastic stuff. But it turns out, this is the man. This is the man, the myth, the legend. So do you mind introducing yourself?
Hi, I'm Darin Pfister, FD Motorsports, my company. This is I call it the Mule. This is my Polar Silver 993.
Nice. So what did you do to it?
This is my test mule, so all the parts I've ever built, I started with this car. Started out with the exhaust, developed my exhaust for it. And of course my shifters, my shift kit. It's got custom carbon fiber seats, KW V3 suspension. The brakes on this car were initially Big Reds, and they came off of a race car, so they're pretty tattered. I liked the idea of doing it in blue.
Yeah.
For my Polar Silver car, so yeah, big red brakes. Obviously, Pfister Design SSK, FD Goldenrod is in it. Yeah, so that's pretty much the stuff that I make.
Yeah. How long have you been in business for?
About 15 years.
15 years. Yeah, so just for those who don't know about like the 993 market and the aftermarket for these cars, I mean, you're pretty much the go-to guy for like anything that's, I mean.
I appreciate that. That's There's a lot of good guys out there. A lot of good guys. The stuff I build was stuff that I built for myself to improve my enjoyment of the car.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that a lot of other people enjoyed that too and liked it. So that's why I am where I am today.
And you started, I mean, you had your own machine shop, or you just started out of your garage pretty much?
I was a welder fabricator. I started in my garage.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Started in my garage.
That's amazing.
Built all this stuff by hand myself, and then it just as I would go to events and go places, people would ask me what I had, what is it? They would hear it, they would like it, check it out, and they were like, "Can you do it for me?" So they ended up, 15 years later, I have a Porsche shop and I build parts, and I have a great group of friends that are also enthusiasts, because I am an enthusiast.
Yeah, of course.
I don't like to consider myself as a shop owner. I'm more of an enthusiast that just loves to play with these cars. So.
Nice, man. Yeah. Well, this is awesome meeting you, man. Thank you so much.
Pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Hello. So while walking around the show, I ran into this. This is a nice little 356 hot rod that has been taken way further than many other shops would take it. This was done by Patrick Motorsports, and this is a 6-cylinder swapped 356 Outlaw, essentially. It's got completely new front suspension geometry. It's got new rear suspension geometry, fully caged. And in here, we have a 2.8 liter flat 6 with ITVs. This is nuts. Fully caged car. Recaro buckets. And it's a 4-speed or a 5-speed?
5-speed.
5-speed? So it's a 915 or a G50?
915.
It's a 915?
G50 probably would have fit there.
Yeah, G50 would be way too big.
This is amazing. This is really well done. Now, if you know anything about 997s and the 997.2 generation, is that this is pretty much the last generation of the 6-speed and hydraulic steering 911. That being said, this is the last year that you could ever get a 6-speed in a turbo. And even rarer was the .2, which was the LED strips in the front and the butt-lifted rear end in the back with the new tails, like this. Now, of the .2 turbos, they only made around 700 manual ones, making these some of the rarest of the rare turbos that you can get, and it's just absolutely stunning to see this in person. And look at this interior. Amazing. Perfect. The car's completely perfect. This is definitely one of the best looking wide body 993s I have ever come across. I'm not a fan of the aero kit cars on 993s, but this car, it just fits it so well. And especially the way that it was executed. The stance is perfect. Look at that. Look at the Hartmans. Fully polished dish. And just look at that. Look at that. That is perfect. Absolute perfection. It doesn't just stop there. Look at the interior. This car definitely had a bunch of options from the exclusive department. Oh, yes. As you can see there. You see it? The dash right there. that means that it was part of the exclusive program, which received all of these little carbon fiber bits and extra goodies from the factory. The interior, the leather looks new. Oh, that is so nice. That is absolutely perfect. Whoever's car this is, they are winning at life, because this is how you execute a 993. So update on this 993 wide body. This is a 1 of 20 Vesuvio C2Ss, and it has 200,000 miles on it.
We all get the red.
This is wild.
That's how it is.
Alright, so we just got back from the Werks reunion. That was a fantastic time, great turnout. Obviously, because of the pandemic and everything going on, there's less people, but it's almost better because it lets you actually enjoy the show without so many people surrounding you, and you get some good shots and stuff like that. I mean, I tried to film and also take pictures and network at the same time, so I've been juggling a little bit for today. But all in all, it was a great event. We ran into Darin, met the man himself from FD Performance, which was awesome. And as you saw, that Vesuvio 200,000 mile C2S is just nuts to think about. But in reality, I mean, that's what happens when you enjoy your cars and when you actually are passionate about driving them and having fun with them. That being said, again, if anybody ever gets the chance to come to Monterey Car Week, this is just technically 3, but day 2 of activities that we've had. And we're not even close to being done with day 2. So that's it for the second video, I think. Tonight we should be going to the Genesis press release that I got access to thanks to Drew. Shout out Drew from Cooled Collective. And then at night we'll probably be walking around Carmel and seeing some of the cooler cars and sights to see as well. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like it, leave a comment below which one your favorite car was, and we will see you in our next video. Cheers.